Hello, welcome to new unboxing and quick testing. Today will be a new model of JJRC. This is the H20C. So after the popular first helicopter, the H20, here is the new version now, including a 720p camera on the front part, of course. So it comes in a black edition, okay, with some green or red props. So here is the box, cover of shattered tape, but what you will find inside, okay, here is the contents. So basically, here is the quadcopter. If I can compare to the former model, here is the original H20, okay, the first nano exa, well, one of the first, excellent one, okay, and very nice flyer with great flying characteristics, and there is a new version. So the size increased a bit, okay, not so much more, but a lot of. In fact, the most dimension we take meet an increasement is the weight. I can give you an information. For example, the former one with a 150 mAh Lipo weight was only almost 21 grams. Now, with this one, now including a 280 mAh Lipo battery, the weight increased to 32 grams. So it's almost 52% more. That's a lot of, okay. So the ingredients are a larger battery, but the motors also are larger. Instead of 6 mm by 12 mm cordless type of motors, brushed motors, now they are 6 mm by 15. So the type of motor are bigger to provide more thrust to carry this this 50% overweight, okay. So as you can see, I already drilled a small hole on the top canopy to install the antenna vertically to increase, this is so-called the antenna mode. So out of the box, without any mode, the range is something like 20 meters. Be aware, when your connection is lost, you have a potential fly wave of 10 seconds. You will see on my others video, it's a lot. It means that if you are flying fast, when you lost your connection, you can travel more than 30-40 meters in flyaway, so you can lose it. So that's definitively a drawback, this potential of 10 seconds of flyaway. Okay, on front, as you can see this sensor. This is an M5 format, probably one of the smallest size of lens you can meet in the market. Of course, well, unfortunately, I would say there is no possibility to install a wider lens model to enlarge a wider field of view. So out of the box, as you can see, this is a pinhole camera lens. The field of view is quite limited, something like 60-70 degrees, okay? And well, I will say, and you will see on my others videos and the raw videos, in fact, it's not really a 720p camera module. For me, it's exactly the same as the JJRC H20C. So it's more a VGA module, but they are playing with thanks to the interpolation to reach the 720p resolution. But the native one is not one, it's a VGA one, okay? One other drawback, I would say that the props all are green, and I think after 20 meters it's very hard to keep your orientation, and you don't have frontal LEDs to keep your help you to find your orientation. So you will see I will install the Lipo battery. So the Lipo is a 280 model, okay, no discharge rate mention indication, and it's coming with the 1.25 mm mini JST connector. Be aware, like the original edition, the polarities are inverted, and more, as you can see here, no more vertical connectors, okay, the male one, it's more an horizontal one, so you can no more use the tricks to pull it and reinsert in the other sense to enjoy a normal polarities. No more this trick. It means that you have to be very vigilant to not mix your Lipo or USB charging cable with other model to not cook your quadcopter, hexacopter. So I will install the connector, okay, like this. And the good news, at least, you have a tiny, on top, you have a tiny power switch button there, so it's pretty good. And you will see, compared to the H20, you have some nice LEDs, blue on front, rear, red on rear. It's very visible, but nothing on front. So it will have been a great improvement in order to keep your orientations. So I like the LEDs, so it's good for night flying. Okay, so. Okay, I will now describe more the transmitter. The transmitter is exactly the H11D version from JJRC. It comes with this kind of matte plastic, very nice to grab with your hand. So it's much better than the original H20, a tiny size model. Now it's for Argent, it's ideal. In fact, exactly the same that H11D. So for example, potentially you can install an FPV monitor. It's the same, exactly the same model. Okay, so with this one you have two shoulder buttons. This one is to select one of the 3-spin mode as well to turn on and off the LEDs, okay? And this one is to perform flip, okay? After everything is on the panel button. So here, 6 front one, okay? The main power switch button, okay? The reset, the reason is useful to calibrate your gyros instead to do a typical trick with your stick, like usual, lower left or lower right. Here, you just need to be sure that your throttle is down and press this reset button more than 2 seconds to calibrate your gyros, okay? You have the automatic return, the headless mode, and here it can start on or disable the video recording and take photos. Okay, exactly the same that H11D. Remember, these two buttons are used to orientate your camera module. Is not the case here. So the protocol is the same. It's also implemented in Deviation TX. That's the pretty good news. It's the H8 So I will show that it's possible to fly with, for example, a Devo 7A. Okay, so to hand this unboxing, well, at least the first part, before to return to the hexacopter, you have a USB charging cable, be aware. So it's adapted to this Lipo. Do not mix this USB charging cable with other model. Just write a sign, okay, of the name of the hexacopter H20C to be sure to not get wrong. You have 6 spare props, 3 clockwise, 3 counterclockwise. The prop guards, originally out of the box they are installed, so I removed them in order to save just 1 gram, so it's not a big deal, okay? You're saving nothing else. And well, it comes also, it's already installed with a micro SD card, okay? It's I'm not sure, it's a 2 GB model. You just have to insert BNS, okay? It's a little bit hard to insert it, to remove it, but anyway, it's like this. So I will show how it's working. I will reinstall the connector. Okay, so like this. Okay, and make a small demo flight indoors. So you will see that the 3-spin mode are the last one. I would say the expert mode should be called the pirouettes mode because it's increasing a lot. They are impressive. It's impressive. So I will turn on the radio, and you have to push the throttle up and down to harm the quadcopter. You have this triple beep emitted to say that it's bound and the LEDs become solid, and as soon as you're pressing the throttle you can play with your quadcopter. So 3-spin mode, 2 beep, I am intermediate, and the last one is more the crazy pirouettes mode where the yaw is just incredible fast. Okay, so in the beginner mode, the rates are nice, very dull. To practice in beginner, the prop guards, in a point of view, are okay, not so much fantastic to protect a big crash, but in the general quality of the construction of the building is great. So I think it will be robust to most of the crash, especially if you are playing over some grass or earth. Is not a big deal. Okay, over beton could be a problem of crash and you will be damage your main canopy. So anyway, I will make a small demo. I will make to show the gyros procedure. So you have to press the reset button at more than 2 seconds, and it will flash like this. Okay, it's calibrated. Okay, so let's do it. Look, the yaw in beginner mode, very slow. Now intermediate mode, the yaw is proportional to the spin mode, and now the crazy yaw. So it's just crazy, but not really adapted to fly fast. Okay, we'll land now. So this crazy yaw mode is not to, it's just to perform flips, pirouettes, okay, just to practice acrobatic, but not really adapted to run fast, to have a fast forward, because you will lose your orientation, first point, and second point, I found that unfortunately due to this extra weight, this cordless type of motor are not strong enough to really stabilize the hexacopter after a fast turning. That's the main problem. After a fast forward, and if you engage a hard left or turn or right turn, you will see that the hexacopter will oscillating before to reach the stabilization. So that's a problem because the motor are not strong enough in my point of view. Okay, so I will just end this first demo, well, this unboxing and quick testing, to show that it's possible to fly it with the Devo controller. So I will I configure a Model 5. Okay, I will just to show that I'm using the H8 3D model, and I configure the dual rate button to play with the three the rudder, aileron and elevator. So okay, so now I'm able to fly it. I will turn on the hexacopter. In it, the hexa head is working. So with this one is much more flyer, and the yaw actually is configured to be not so fast, but if I'm pressing the dual rate, is very fast. So this is a crazy period machine, but it's a very nice flyer. The videos, I didn't speak too much about the video module. Well, I'm a little bit disappointed by the video module because, first of all, I think it's not a true 720p module, and well, the video are correct, the color rendition not so fantastic, the light sensitivity also not fantastic. It could be explained by the very small hole of the lens, so no miracle, no free lunch, unfortunately. Okay, so I will end this unboxing and quick testing of the JJRC H20C. Nice hexacopter, little bit underpowered in my point of view, due to this 50% of extra weight. Nice flyer at least, not fun, and I strongly advise to do this antenna mode to enjoy a 50-60 meters of control range without any problems. The camera module is not fantastic, correct, just correct in my point of view. So, well, so it could be a little bit better if they also install a small LEDs on front to keep your orientation. Okay, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please sub it. If you like my channel in general, please subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.